Hi, this is Pearl and welcome to my channel. So this is week 48, a process video of my 2020 Project Life album. This will be the last week for my 2020 album because I don't do December this year because I do have my December daily. So this will be my last process video for 2020 and then we will move on to 2021. So I do print out my photos using the Epson PM400 photo printer. I do print all of my photos at home and have been doing that for about 10 years now. That's how long I've been doing Project Life, and I've always printed my photos from home. So I do date all of my photos when I batch print all of my photos, and I do um, record the date on the back of the photos so I know what date the photos were taken. And this month I'm going to have an insert for my son's 12th birthday. I am using the Studio Calico documentary kit for the month of November, so I'm going through the 4x6 cards because the 3x4 card pictures that I put in the 4x6 pockets, I like to put a 4x6 journaling card there and then cut down the 3x4 photo so that there's a border around it. I'm going through my journaling cards to see where I'm going to have the need for a filler card versus the need for a journaling card, and I do also want to balance out the photo or the journaling cards so that they're all pretty equal. I do purchase the print and cut labels from the Studio Calico website, and they do have them available every month to match the kit perfectly. So I do purchase that every month and print and cut the labels using my Silhouette die cutting machine. So on this photo is a picture of my my Felicity Jane December Daily kit, and on the label I wrote, "I'm ready to tackle the December Daily project using Felicity Jane." Now I've used Felicity Jane for my December Daily for the past, I don't know, several years now, and I do have process videos of my December Daily, but I haven't edited them or done voiceovers on them, but they'll be coming sometime in the future. Maybe closer to December because that's when people will be interested in the December Daily again. I don't know. I haven't decided that. So if you have thoughts on when I should release those December Daily videos, let me know down in the comments below. So on this next photo is a photo of my two older boys gaming. They like to game with their friends online, but I don't let them have computers in their room. So this is in the playroom so that they have their computers out here playing with their friends, and he used the alphas that came with the kit and spelled gaming on top. I did use a T ruler to try to spell it out first to make sure that it would all fit, and then I put the stickers on the photo itself. I did date stamp all of the photos using the One Canoe 2 roller date stamp, and on this journaling card I wrote using a dark gray vintage Sarasa pen. I finally broke down and purchased the Dyson Airwrap using my Ulta Points, gift cards, and my own money. I love it. I wish I had purchased it a couple of years ago when it was first released. This Dyson Airwrap dries my hair and curls it in less than 10 minutes. I set a timer to it just to make sure I was right. And usually it takes me over 20 minutes to dry my hair. And it's not even completely dry at that point. So I think it was very well worth the money, even though it was so expensive. Now, this next photo that I just put the date stamp on is a picture that I do a screenshot of my subscribers for my beauty channel and this channel. And I just like to get a screenshot of that every month. And I forgot to do that earlier this month. And I wanted to include that in here for the month of December, even though it's November. And I wrote, "The Bigs each have an Xbox One so they could be playing video games at the same time. I'll never understand their love of games." And that's about the photo on top. And then the bottom right hand photo is just a photo of my mantle decorations. And you can tell I have a lot of kids because there's a mess on the bottom left hand corner of that photo. Now I'm working on the right hand side of the layout. I do date stamp all of my photos. I'm using my tonic guillotine to trim this 3x4 photo, so I'm taking all of the white borders off of that, and I'm going to use it on this filing journaling card because it says grateful for this and this. And so I am going to journal grateful for Zachary helping with this Thanksgiving meal, and this, that Roy was able to drive my dad down so he could spend Thanksgiving with us. I didn't have to make a turkey, and Dave grilled steak instead. So I'm so grateful that I didn't have to cook. It might seem like I don't know, Thanksgiving's the only time that I go all out and prepare a big meal. But this year we were only going to celebrate by ourselves. So I hadn't even purchased a turkey. And at the last minute, my brother said he could drive my dad down. So they ended up having steak with us instead. So that was really nice that we were able to spend time with our family. Now, this next picture is a picture of Ohara. It's a gel manicure, Korean gel manicure that I wanted to try, so I took a picture of it and I journaled. I decided to try a new type of mani using the Ohara, a Korean brand, sticker gel using lights. It was okay, not my favorite, but I have a few more to go through, and I date stamped that as well because I do all of my gel nails, dip nails, all of that at home, and regular manis and pedis. So I always like to try new things because, you know, I do get bored. I do like to do a lot of like sheer pinks, neutrals, and grays and blacks on my fingers, and I like to go a little more colorful on my toes. But this one had gems on it, if you can see on my middle finger, which was a little weird, but you know, you always have to be open to trying new things, right? So this next photo that I just date stamped is of a fail, and I'm using the alphas that came with this kit, and I'm spelling out fail vertically on this pink journaling card. So I am putting that down, and I wrote, Kaya and I tried to make bath bombs. What a freaking mess. We'll have to try it again another time. I don't know what we did wrong. I even watched a YouTube video to try to do it, and it was a hot mess. I think it took us too long to mix it. I think we need to be faster about that. I don't know. It just did not work at all. So there's that. Now the bottom photos is of my brother helping my daughter with the Heelys. And you'll see when I trim this photo down, I do leave a little white border because I am putting it on the 4x6 card that has the map on it. So I want to have a little border around the photo just so that it stands out a little bit. And then I use the alphas that came with the kit, and I spelled out Heelys right there because that's what it is. I do have a set myself as well, but ever since I injured my knee skateboarding with my son, I haven't been able to help my daughter with the Heelys. So I was glad my brother came with his Heelys to help my daughter practice. Now the last photo on this page is about my dad playing Frisbee with my son. And so I am just date stamping that, and I am using a stamp that says family and friends, and I'm using the StazOn ink to stamp that onto the photo, and I'm just using a black acrylic block, and I'm wiping all the debris off of there. Now I know I've said this before, but I just need to get a new black StazOn ink, but you'll see that I struggle with this for a lot of more videos because I have pre-recorded lots of videos to be coming up on my YouTube channel, so you'll be hearing that for a little while before I get a new StazOn ink pad. So there's that. And now I'm going to work on the insert. And now the insert is because my second son turned 12. So I have a Page Protector Design A here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Caterpillar Pro crop, and I'm going to slice that down because all of my inserts that I have in between my Project Life spreads, I like to have them smaller than a 12 by 12, so I know that it's an insert that belongs in that week. So I did print out more photos of my son's birthday. I do print the 3x4s out together, and then I put the 4x6 ends, and then I'm going to do a little bit of journaling, not too much because these are pretty self-explanatory, and I like to do my big journaling on my 12x12 journaling or layouts, I should say. I do 12x12 layouts, a birthday letter to each of my kids, so that will be coming in a future video. So I'm putting these 4x6 ends and the 3x4s in, and then I'm going to use one journaling card, and I'm just going to use the number 12 to signify that it's his 12th birthday, and I'm using a Felicity Jane alphanumeric puffy stickers for that. So you see here that I'm going through the journaling cards that are left over, and I don't have very many left because this is the last week of the month. So I do use these alphas from Felicity Jane to put on 12, and I'm going to stick that into that 3x4 card. But on the front side of this insert, I use a label to journal, last minute birthday party for Christian on Saturday with the Tams and the Gordons. Now, one thing about my kids is they get a choice of a birthday party, a big gift or go somewhere. But with COVID, we haven't been able to go anywhere, and really we shouldn't be having birthday parties. But these are the two families we've been social distancing with since the beginning of time. So I called them last minute, so it's not really a party because if it's last minute, they won't bring gifts, right? So this doesn't count as a party, so he did get a big gift for this. So I do journal that with my gray pen and then staple that with a tiny attacher. And there you have it. That is my last layout for 2020. Thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know every time I upload a new video, and I'll see you next time.